Morning race fans. Welcome to Ford Field and the 5th round of 450th USX and the first round of 250th USX East Region Championship in 2024. Today's Detroit Supercross is set up to be another barn burner in the Premier class as we welcome in new teams, riders, and motorcycles in the 250XX East Region. In case you missed it, today's first East Coast race is also the first day race of the 2024 season. We have had 4 different Premier Class winners in the first 4 rounds, which has happened a handful of times in the first 50 years of AMA Supercross, but we have never had a season start with 5 different winners in the first 5 rounds. A tight championship battle is underway, as the top 5 riders are separated only by 10 points. So, will 2024 continue the parity, or will this weekend bring us our first repeat 450X winner? Give us your main event winner in the comments below. One thing to note, in the last 6 events raced here inside Ford Field, Tomac has won 4 times. Jason Anderson won a race here, as did Chase Sexton, who capitalized on a mistake from Aaron Plessinger here last March. In terms of 250XX previous winners here at this venue, only Austin Forkner 2019 has a win amongst the active field racing today. In 2019, Forkner claimed all 3 race wins as he recorded the only Triple Crown sweep in the 250X class to date. Again, this could mean nothing, but now you know another fun fact stump a friend with today. Conditions-wise, we expect a high of about 39 degrees Fahrenheit today. And although Ford Field's dome will have us covered today, it can be chilly inside the stadium at times. Free practice 450SX class. Mitchell Harrison tops the first session on track today, the 450SX Group C session, with a 44.205. Harrison and Devin Simonson traded the top spot, and Harrison had a spill in the middle of the session in the first rhythm section, but got going again and reclaimed P1. These times do not count for overall qualifying. Jerry Robbins' 45.024 tops, the first 450SX Group B free practice. Malcolm Stewart's 43.078 tops the 450SX Group, a free practice session, after he and Jason Anderson both traded spots a few times into P1. Eli Tomac and Jet Lawrence each had a separate tip over in the sand turn, 250SX class. When the 250SX East Region Group A session got the green flag, it was Pierce Brown who led the field around for the first time. His 47.704 was the first fast lap. Seth Hamaker had a big crash after the finish line section that sent his bike cart wheeling. He remained on his knees for a minute before getting up under his own power and walking to a tough block, where he sat down and chatted with a member of the Alpine Stars medical crew. He remounted and rode straight to pick up his mechanic before they rode off into the tunnel. Tough way to start the year for the Pennsylvania native, who missed all of 2023 Supercross with an arm injury. Out front, Cameron McAdoo, Hayden Deegan, and Max Anstey traded top times. Eventually, Deegan's 44.622 topped the session. In the 250SX Group B session, Nick Romano, 46.288, topped the board. Remember, these times do not count for overall qualifying. Combined qualifying session, 450SX class. The 450SX Group took to the track for the second qualifying session, and it was Chase Sexton leading the field around. He had the first fast lap, a 47.109 before lap 3 brought in a 44.703 from Jet Lawrence and a 44.187 from Cooper Webb. Jetson put in a 44.182, then Sexton put down a 43.653, but then Ken Roxon dropped a 43.350. A few laps later, a heater from Jet Lawrence 43.190 put his Bauer's 18 machine at the top of the board, which took P1 at the checkered flag as Webb, Sexton, Ely, Tomac, and Roxon rounded out the top 5. When the green flag waved on the first 250SX East Region Group A qualifying session, it was Pierce Brown once again leading the field, but a 47.566 from Chance Hymas was the top name on the scoring tower after one full lap. Brown moved into the top spot, as did Hayden Deegan, Tom Vial, Max Anstey, and Austin Forkner. Late in the session, Brown busted out a 44.116, sneaking ahead of Anstey's 44.492. Forkner's 44.571 was the only other sub-45 second time as fourth place, Vial finished with a 45.058. Seth Hamaker, who had a big crash in free practice, lined up and took a few laps to get going before eventually putting down a 45.149 to finish fifth as the clock hit zero.